YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if you're new. I'm Channie, and today we're reacting to USA versus Europe memes by VaazkL. It's my first reaction to their videos. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/chanzonia with my chat. Say hi, chat. Say hello. But yeah, let's get to it.
Punching a wall in the US versus in EU. Europeans, when they see Americans, no free healthcare.
I'm guilty for that one. Oh, also for context, I'm European. I be in the Europe lands. But yeah, this one is the walls in America are made from not hard walls. I don't know the material. I forgot the name, but yes, mood. That's why you won't see me punching walls. But also, I don't really rage like that. My rage is just me cussing.
Versus in EU. Europeans, when they see Americans, no free healthcare.
But yeah, I'm guilty for this one. I'm always so perplexed about how much Americans have to pay for healthcare. It's bizarre. And I'm praying for better for y'all because this is crazy.
Europe is asleep. These are called chips, and these.
Wait, what? Wait, who in Europe calls these chips? Britain? UK calls these chips? And these fries? Okay, I am not from the UK, and I will be disowning this because this is fries to me. This is fries. This is chips. It's always been like that my whole life. So oh well. You see, both are fried. I can somewhat understand. If you say they're both fried, that's different than saying these are fries and these are chips, you know?
No, they're not. We are not asleep. I feel bad for you, said Europe. I don't even think about you at all.
Wow. Not bad for being concerned, I guess.
Americans
Do your
when it's
thing.
90 degrees outside versus Europeans when it's 90 degrees.
Yeah, we'd be dead, bro. 90 degrees. I never understood why y'all use that system. It doesn't make sense. Like when my friends were like, oh, like it's 100+ degrees, and I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? How are you alive? What do you mean by that?
Degrees. Who even uses Celsius? Like, how extra?
How extra, bro? Literally the entire world. Even Canada. Canada is using Celsius, bro. America's like, I'm gonna be a little different. Let's spice it up. Put in a Fahrenheit right there. That'll do it.
Places which use Celsius versus Fahrenheit. You guys are extra. Medieval Europe versus medieval Europe in movie/documentaries. Europe. Americans naming cities. Europe. New city name.
Wait, is it America copying European cities and adding new in front of it? Or do they mean that they're both coming up with separate names and then USA or America's creativity is just new something? Celsius is how water feels. Fahrenheit is how people feel. If I felt like I was in 100 degrees, I'd be dead. I'm a bit confused with this one. Not gonna lie. I'm trying to like, maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm probably overthinking it. I can only think, oh, New Jersey, New York, New what? That's the only two. New England? New England is a place? Where is that? New Italy? What are these places? I can't tell if Highmeister is trolling me right now or no. I genuinely can't tell. New Lebanon? Eh?
The most expensive room per night in Europe versus America.
No, these are real places. I just knew about New York and New Jersey, to be honest. Everything else y'all mentioned is new to me. Literally. No pun intended. Most expensive room per night in Europe, the most expensive room per night in US. That's true. Don't y'all pay like $2K dollars for like an ambulance or something? Or are these like exaggerated numbers? Is that true that y'all can pay up to like 2K for an ambulance? Maybe the uninsured. Okay, so like when you're insured, how much do you pay? Like how much does the insurance actually help you with? And do you have to like have a job to have insurance? Or can you be unemployed with insurance? Bro, we're literally only 38 seconds in. 15 minutes of this. Whoa, it's gonna be a lot of memes. Okay. 200 a month? Most jobs offer it though. I see. So even if something happens outside of the job, the job is gonna pay for your medical expenses caused by whatever happened, even if it's outside the job. Yes? Okay, I see. So if you don't have a job, you're cooked? Or is there still like insurance companies that are for people who are unemployed? Yes, very. But there is a free clinic, but the wait is long. I see. Okay.
America,
Thank
traveling
you
to a
for the
different country in a
explanation.
movie starter pack. USA, Mexico, India, Canada, South America, Scandinavia / Eastern Europe.
Okay. Okay, bro. Now, why would you? It literally looks like this. It's been looking like this the entirety since like end of October, bro. It's just gray. It's so depressing. It's so bad. But we're getting snow soon, I think. So we're fine.
Grass in
We'll get snow. It's okay. A little snow. Grass in US. Okay. Grass in Europe. Okay.
USA versus grass in Europe. 25-year-old European versus 25-year-old American. I still can't believe Americans.
Wait, I didn't look. I don't know about having a whole house at the age of 25 in this economy, in this generation. It's a little hard. It's a little hard. But I guess some people just have it like that. Good for you. Good for you.
European versus 25-year-old American. I still can't believe Americans don't call car parks car park. What? Is that where you bring your
What's
car
a
on
car
weekends
park?
so it can play with other cars? No, it's where you park your car. Almost like an
What?
area of land.
A parking lot? Wait, who calls it a car park? I mean, I usually say I'm gonna go park my car. Well, I don't have a car, but like I would say I'm gonna go park my car, not I'm taking my car to the car park. Okay. So Brits are a little we're conflicted in opinions here in the European side with the Brits, because what? What?
A lot, if you will, for parking cars. A parking lot. A car park. 100 acres of pizza are served in the US every day. Who the hell
Pizza in acres is crazy. What is even 1 acre? How many meters is that?
measures pizza in acres? USA. How Europeans see America. I've got to embrace the flag. I've got to sniff the flag. I've got to lick the flag. I've got to wash the flag. I've got to date the flag. And I've got
to be
to
the flag.
be the flag.
Yeah. I feel like patriotism, is that the right word? It's very strong in America. Like very strong.
People who leave their phones set to military times are war criminals. How do you look at 4:05 and go, wow, I can understand that. Bootlickers, what's next? You gonna join the army? Recruit me? Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12 actually.
No, like wait, so y'all don't use 24-hour system? Is it only in the military y'all use this? I'm a little confused here. Helpers, help in chat, please. I do, but a lot don't. I mean, I usually say 4 p.m., but if I want to write it, I'll either write it like this or like 4 p.m. But all my clocks are set like this, like in 24-hour format or military time, as they say. I feel like for me, this makes more sense too, because I don't know, here, like, especially in winter, it gets dark really, like, it literally got dark at 3 p.m. today. Like, it was pitch black at 3 p.m. So, I would have woken up maybe 3 a.m., gotten confused or whatever. So, I just prefer this format more. It makes more sense.
Okay, I can't count past 12 actually. If I have a medical emergency, don't you dare call an ambulance. You better Uber my butt to the hospital because we are not about to pay $5,000 for a ride in the Wii U wagon.
Wii U
Everyone outside
wagon.
the USA, laughing nervously. What? Hey Canadians, have fun at school tomorrow. Hey Americans, have fun paying your healthcare. Stop,
Wow.
guys, we're friends, remember? Children?
Wait, hey Canadians, have fun at school tomorrow. What are they mocking them for? I'm confused. Have fun, pay your health care. I mean, this is a jab. Like, I see it, but I don't understand this one. What happened in Canadian schools? I thought it was the American schools. I'm confused now. Alright, let's continue.
Behave, else mother
Maybe...
shall have to give the pair of you a bollocking. You couldn't beat 13 states, let alone 50. Lol, Australia doesn't even exist.
I don't know what I just witnessed, but okay.
Aussies are
Comments. If anyone understood that one in the comments, please let me know, because I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
just spicier British people. What are flavorless British people? Just normal British people? What are Americans? Cheesy stuffed British people. Do British
Cheesy
keyboards have a
stuffed?
special pound key on their keyboards? How do you hashtag? Hashtag is over by the enter key. Don't you worry your little butt. What do American keyboards look like then? Oh, as an American.
What? This has to be fake. Yeah, this is
I
fake.
can confirm this. European kids getting
What?
ready for another school year. American kids getting ready for another school year.
Okay. Alright.
Rural town in the... I hate this word,
Entering
bruh.
dangerous territory?
Rural town in the US. A policeman is approaching you in Europe versus them approaching you in America.
That's something that scares me about America, bro.
To be honest, Americans are
scary.
so funny. They're like, OMG.
But we also do have police brutality over here in Europe, so don't think it's rainbows and sunshines with police here. It's I wouldn't say it's to that level, but it still can get quite bad sometimes. So yeah, not always rainbows and sunshines.
Versus them approaching you in America. To be honest, Americans are so funny. They're like, OMG, there's a concert near my house. It's like a 3 hours drive. And Europeans are like, what? A 3 hour drive? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to France for that.
No, literally, a 3-hour drive. Where are we going? France?
In the distance. Invent a new sport. Spread it globally. Be bad at it. Invent a new sport. No one else plays it. Declare world championship. An American pickup in Europe. Why is it so fat? The American who thinks that America sucks is moving to Europe. The European who thinks that Europe sucks is moving to America. Europe.
That's quite a common thing, I think.
Americans are so uncivilized and violent. Also Europe whenever someone scores a goal in soccer.
It's football. Say football. It's football. Secondly, I feel like you mainly hear about this as a problem in, once again, Britain, the UK. They go a little crazy over there with their football love. Move to Iceland, GG's real. 3 hours in my state. You will be in the same state. Wow. America's really big. How huge chunk of a land America's taking. Like, it's crazy.
It's football. To be honest, it's kind of funny how so many Americans are convinced that every house over like 10 years old has a ghost. This house is 100 years old. People have died in here. Like, okay. Yeah, but in Europe, when they're like, someone has died here, they mean like 4 generations have lived peacefully and passed of old age in this home. In America, someone died here is like, some dude locked his mom in the basement and she starved to death. People in Northern Europe.
Oh my god. But also, that reminds me, I'm this is like America versus UK right now, but literally I think last month there was a case where the police caught this woman who has offed her parents and let them live in the house where she offed them for 5 years. She was hiding them. And the police pulled up and then she's like, well, I guess I got caught. And she was like so nonchalant about it. She's like, I mean, I knew I was gonna get caught eventually. I didn't think I would get like 5 years down the line and then get caught. I thought I'd get caught sooner. And she was literally doing like a house tour, showing the policemen who were very disturbed, literally giving them a tour, a guide like on how everything happened. And I'm just like, wow, that's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. But yeah, so that's what I got reminded of. And that happened in the UK, I believe. I'll put the article up somewhere, but yeah.
With 12-degree weather. When Americans complain about heat. Europe. I'm in my 30s and don't have a car. We don't care. Get the bus. USA. I'm in my 30s and don't have a car. If you speak to us again, we will call the police.
Is that really a thing? I don't know. Everyone here like takes the bus. Or not everyone, but a lot of people just take the bus. Like, the bus is so convenient. Public transport is really convenient here. And we just be chilling. We're the true chill guys here.
US sports fans. Mix us together in the crowd. It's all good. European fans. Me, an American, trying to chum up with the Europeans. The Europeans. 20-year-old American boys. Mom, can I drink a beer? No, you are way too young. 15-year-old European boys. Dad, I'm getting a beer with the boys. Can I join?
That's real. I remember like my classmates started drinking when they were 13. Yup, very common. Some of them are like, oh yeah, like sometimes my parents let me try wine, yada yada yada, and then some of them, like, if there's like parties or whatever, they would drinks were available. Like, hidden, of course, because it's against the law, but if you do it discreetly, hidden and whatnot, you're not caught, you chilling. I just drink H2O, water only, and tea. which is pretty much flavored water, but yeah.
Too young. 15-year-old European boys. Dad, I'm getting a beer with the boys. Can I join? Americans, when Americans make fun of the United States. Americans, when Europeans make fun of America. Europeans to Americans. Europeans to Americans when they need military support. How Europeans think of Americans who have a carry license. American chocolate. You think you're better than me. European chocolate. I am better than you.
I heard American chocolate tastes really awful. Has anyone who's American in my chat or in the YouTube comments and you've tried European chocolate, have you sensed the difference? Do let me know in the comments, please.
Americans be like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Americans
in
be
the
like,
mirror.
I'm gonna go watch a war movie.
Americans be like,
I'm gonna go eat an orange.
Americans see a tree rodent and go,
Look, a squirrel.
Americans be like,
Can you give me a glass of water?
Europeans. I can't believe Americans don't use the metric system.
That word is really hard, okay? Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. I feel like I'm about to choke every time I say it, personally, but yeah.
Be like,
Just wanted to...
water?
Europeans. I can't believe Americans don't use the
Never
metric
tried to eat
system.
chocolate?
Americans with 3 grams and a 9mm in their pocket. Europeans with cryptids. What whimsical creatures. Let's invite them in for tea. Thank you. We'd love some tea. Let us celebrate. Americans with cryptids. This is the last
What is
forest
cryptids? Is it the tiny porcelain thingies that people put in their like lawns? Is that a cryptid? Cryptids are monsters. Like Bigfoot or Mothman, myths and local legends. Oh, they're called cryptids? Never heard that word before. Okay. Nice. We're learning more.
You're haunting,
Cryptids.
you son of a... I'm gonna smash your corpse when I'm done. Europeans,
Whoa.
when you ask them what they know about America, when you
Is that Texas? That's Texas, no?
smash your
I know
corpse
Texas when
I'm
I see
done.
Texas.
Europeans.
I know like 4 states. Like what they're shaped as. Texas, and then Florida because it looks like a gun, and then New York because it's like on the top east, and then Alaska because it's on the west top east. Or no, west top east? No. North west, very north. Like literally it's, I don't even know why it's America. I would have thought it's Canada, but I guess y'all took it. I digress. And then California. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 5. I know 5 states. Slay.
When you ask them what they know about America, when you realize that the US is technically older than the UK, Europeans when they see an American minding their own business.
It's America because we bought it. Fair. Europeans when they see an American minding their own business. We are intellectually superior in every way. Damn. Is this what we sound like to y'all?
We're intellectually superior in every way. Europeans, strict gun laws. Americans, when Europeans...
Yeah, the strict gun laws scare a lot of Americans about Europe, which is the opposite for Europeans because it's scaring Europeans from America. Like when I heard that you can buy a gun at Walmart, I was just so baffled. I was so baffled.
Strict gun laws. Americans.
Yeah.
When Europeans find out that they created the American. No. Americans microwaving their tea. Britons drinking instant coffee. No. Americans microwaving.
Microwaving tea? Microwaved tea? I beg your finest pardon. I use an electric kettle. W's, as you should.
Their tea. Britons drinking instant coffee. Europeans. Let's make memes about Americans. That'll show them. Americans. I'm sorry. Who are you again? Brits making fun of Americans for using feet. Also Brits when they...
You guys have fried my brain, bro. I blame chat because I was like, what? Why is feet mentioned? I forgot that's also measurement. My bad, y'all.
They use stones for weight. When you are British and your American friend says, let's play football, but then they bring an ellipse-shaped ball. I am a bit confused. The beginning...
When you are British and your American friend says, let's play football, but they bring an ellipse... Oh, yeah. I never understood why. Like, you don't even use your foot. Yeah, I think you use your foot once, right? To, like, shoot the ball, and then from there on, you just use your hands. So I don't know why it's called football.
Ball, but then they bring an ellipse-shaped ball. I am a bit confused. The beginning of the American Revolution. You owe me like a...
It's 1 foot from end to end. That is an awful choice of name still. Why are you naming a sport based on the measurement of the field? Name it based on the sport. What you do in the sport. Like, that is so weird. Make it stop. Change it now.
$1. You'll have to kill me for it. We're experiencing heavy snow. Massive snowstorm. Duh, more vodka. Looks like spring.
This is literally how it is. Here, the rule is dress after the weather. It can literally be insane snowstorm, snow, like literally you can't walk. There's no cars able to move because the snow has not been moved from the roads. And you would still be able to go to work, or you'd still be forced to go to work and go to uni and school. They'd be like, yeah, just, just a little mishap, just a little oopsie from the weather. It's fine. It's just a little weather. Just a little weather. It's not gonna hurt you.
Spring, eh? When I see British citizens mocking the president, I just remember that in 100 years, they went from ruling 1/4 of the world to living on an island the size of Michigan. So this is an American translator for what Americans say and what it means.
Shots fired.
I'm afraid of Americans. This is super real. Let's get coffee sometime means goodbye, I like you. Or let's stay in touch means goodbye, I don't like you that much. Today I learned Americans call a knob of butter a stick of butter. Wait, we call it a knob too. Who the hell calls it? We call it a knob.
What is a knob of butter? It's a stick of butter. That makes more sense. A knob?
What? Those Americans are terrible with all of their shootings that happen. Meanwhile, in Europe, Americans, when
That's so real.
you
So
tell them
real.
European isn't a country, confused Oonga Boonga. American drivers trying to navigate the narrow streets of an old European city. How Europeans think Americans get to work. Literally true. POV. 0.2 seconds after arriving in the USA.
Oh my
Americans.
God.
Why do Europeans think they're better than us? Europeans, US.
Right. Why was Kinder banned? Why were the Kinder
Arriving in the
eggs
USA.
banned?
Americans.
Some more British than American. They do. Funny enough, there's quite a lot of shootings in London. There's an increased amount of shootings in IKEA land as well. It's getting concerning. Europe is not really what you really think it is. It's not all just knives. Sometimes we got the blickies too. The reason was a toy that is consumable should not be along with a consumable object. The small toys kids was eating it. Bro, who just puts the entire egg in their mouth? What?
USA. France, help me. France. Can't, I'm broke. It's against the British. France. What are Europe and America's views on gun safety? Europe says guns should be highly controlled and used only by responsible adults. America says if their age is on the clock, then they can use a Glock. How Americans see USA versus USA in reality. Olive oil Europe versus butter Europe. Europe every couple decades. Father, I crave violence. Aliens visiting the United States versus aliens visiting Eastern Europe. Driving directions in Europe, 1922. Drives on the left, drives on the right. Mixed. Mixed. Average USA hospital visit. This is horrible. This man has no insurance. I'm on it, doctor. They pushed him off. They
Oh my
killed
God.
him. Australian
Oh, they
arrested in
pushed him
Australia.
off.
Australian arrested in Europe. European
Oh my God.
arrested in Australia. Toilet in Europe.
Because it's the upside down. Or not, what is it called? No, it's not called the upside down. What is it called? What is the name for it? Down under? No, not down under. Yeah, it is down under. Yeah, the land down under. There we go. Upside down. I think I was thinking, was it in Stranger Things? That is the upside down or whatever?
Versus toilet in India. Versus Amber Heard's toilet. Speed cameras and
What?
toilet in Europe versus toilet in India. Versus Amber
Oh. Oh.
Heard's toilet.
Yeah,
Speed cameras
that video was
anywhere
crazy.
else. Speed cameras in Eastern Europe. How Americans see Europe. It's too far away. We can't. Americans simply cannot conceive of how gloomy Europe is. Wow, so UK is horrible. Let's go. At 19 years old in America. Can I buy a bottle of vodka? USA. No, that's illegal and irresponsible. Can I go $50,000 in debt for education? We encourage it. American
my.
Impossible Challenge. Americans tried to name this country challenge.
Italy, you're done. Get out of my chat. Get out of my chat now. This is Italy. This it goes France, Spain, no? I know the map when I see it. There was nothing here. Okay, okay.
Americans literally have no banter. I don't know what country this is coming from, but we've probably beaten you in a war at some point. I'm American. Civil War. America.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
kick anyone's butt. I'll kick your butt. I'll kick your dog's butt too. I'll even kick my own butt. Remember that time it got lots of Australia? The bottoms of people's thongs were literally melting to the asphalt, and people still ask me why I hate summer. For Americans reading this post, a thong is a flip-flop. A flip-flop.
Oh. I mean, I understand why it's called a thong because it's like, you know, the shape at the front. But I would never just go around calling it a thong. Like that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Flop. Oh. Racism in Europe versus racism in America. Europeans memeing on Americans. Europeans being memed on by Americans. Anti-curfew riots in the Netherlands. America. Europe. Netherlands. Dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the Americans. Europe is better because we have social benefits. That's only possible because the US rebuilt Europe. So the evolution of cars for USA, Germany, and Russia. 100 years in the future. USA Michigan versus Norway. How the rest of the world sees the
Oh
USA.
my.
Los Angeles. What? Disney World. Yeehaw. New York. Being bilingual in America versus being bilingual in Europe.
No, literally, like anyone you meet in Europe is pretty much bilingual. Pretty much, like it's just, yeah.
I thought it would be the opposite. No, it has to be, right? It's the opposite.
But I feel like America has like really a wide range of like diversity. So I feel like a lot of people are bilingual in America as well. They have more Spanish speakers than Spain. See? So yeah, I guess both are very, very bilingual. False meme. We debunked it.
Europe's so good they made a sequel. History books. History books if Europe had natural resources. Salesman
Wow.
slaps USA.
Damn.
You can fit so many idiots in this bad boy. Hunting in Mexico versus hunting in Australia versus hunting in USA. Everything's
Oh
better
my
with
God.
explosives. I've always scoffed at those OMG, Europe is tiny post. But we just took the wrong exit driving back to our cabin and we literally ended up in Norway and decided to just stay for dinner. So yeah, this just happened again. There isn't even a sign that says welcome to Norway. You're just there all of a sudden. I could miss an exit and still stay in my state for another 8 hours. Americans. Cricket is a dumb game. USA wins one match. Americans. Oh, mercy me. I keep forgetting I'm in the colonies. My favorite post. Please tell me that people in Britain actually call the USA the colonies. We call you the colonies. We don't call you the colonies.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it the colonies. What?
Europeans. I drove 40 minutes to the Netherlands for some groceries and then popped into Germany to see some of my relatives before driving back home. Americans. I was in
Fun fact, Norwegian people drive to Sweden to get groceries and then drive back to Norway because Sweden is cheaper than Norway. And I heard it's also similarly in, I think, between Germany and Switzerland. People also do that because Switzerland, big money.
Florida. I drove for 9 hours. Now I'm still in Florida. I have a deep respect for Scotland because I was at an island for
The Great Butter Crisis, bro. Don't remind me. That was crazy. How does your country run out of butter? How do you do that?
versus Scotland football match, and their chant was, "We hate England more than you." One time at a Germany versus Scotland game, some German fans started the "Stand up if you hate England" chant, and the whole stadium stood up. What did we do? What didn't we do? Does this mean that England is the US of Europe? Where do you think the US got it from? Go for a
Oh
walk.
my
The
God.
scenery will cheer you up. People in Eastern Europe. USA, we're going to make a League of Nations, Europe. And you're going to join it, right? USA, you're going to join it, right?
Right.
But mom. Can someone translate this? I don't know British. I'll do my best. Ahem. Hey, yo, ma. It's mum. not
Wow.
mum. It's chips, not crisps. It's fries, not chips. It's color, not color. It's soccer, not football. Wrong. Why is it cancelled in the UK, but cancelled in America? Oh, I actually know the answer to this one. American newspaper ads charged by the letter, so a lot of people would eliminate unnecessary letters like the second L in cancelled or the U in color. Some of these spelling changes were used so often that they stuck, and now Americans just spell some words differently. In summary, Americans spell things weird because of capitalism. Another weird Australia fact. We are the only country that ever cancelled a boat race due to the lake being wet. Please elaborate. The Henley on Todd is a screw you boat race made to poke fun at the English's Henley on Thames. The Todd River is dry most of the time, and as a result, it hosts the only dry river regatta. Behold the chaos. UK. Everything
No
the light
way.
touches
That's a
is our kingdom.
thing?
USA. Colonies. But what about that shadowy place? You must never go there. Americans. Talking smack to the US. Other Americans. Yeah, we suck. Europeans. Talk smack about the US. Americans. America. Europeans.
Damn.
Universal healthcare. Americans. Europeans asking
Oh no, he's trying to grab it. He also wants the
America.
present.
Europeans.
He's like, can I play Can I also have a little piece, please?
Universal healthcare. Americans. Europeans asking Americans where. What's is Europeans when Americans ask where Nebraska is. British cheddar versus American cheddar. Europeans arriving in NYC, wondering why the homeless dude pooping in a 7-Eleven cup wasn't included in their pamphlet.
What?
Oh my
This was
god.
not included? Nice addition, though.
Europeans, when someone mentions American healthcare, you'd rather spend taxes on guns than healthcare? Laughs in public
That's
healthcare.
a crazy
how Europe
part.
sees USA. This is how USA sees Europe.
Okay, roads. Ohio is here? Okay. Lands of who? Okay, Florida, let's go. Florida mentioned. Cowboys, yeah. What is this? Georgia. We in Atlanta? Okay, I guess this is Atlanta. Cali, Alaska, somewhere there. Washington isn't the capital city. What? Oh, because the other one is Washington, D.C. Right. Colorado, I don't know. Is there the U? Color. Oh, because we just had the color meme. To be frank, this was Ohio territory for quite a while. Ew, what? Interesting. Okay, that's disrespectful, bro. That's crazy. What? Put some respect on IKEA land and give us IKEA on our own. What do you mean? Hello? On Germany, France, Spain. Smaller Spain. Okay, you can't see it, but wait, if I do this, can you see? Okay, that's better. They have Turkey as Greece. And they have Greece as Athens. Foodland, I don't know, it seems like Croatia. Oh my god. Australia? Bro, that's the Black Sea. That's the sea. It's not. Okay. Alright. Sure. We'll let them rock with it. Geography isn't something the American school system is good at. I've heard stories, bro. I don't blame the Americans on this.
Yeah, I'm glad we are just.
I don't blame them. There's even teachers that think Europe is a country. Teachers? How are you qualified to be a teacher if you don't even know that? Like, is there no... Oh my god, that's crazy.
England. That's nice. I think Americans have spent long enough making fun of British accent. We need to stop making fun of our own accent. Americans be eating crayon berries. Americans be paying $20 for a crate of water bodies. Americans offered 2 choices. They have no real preference between the 2 dozen matter. I don't think American filmmakers
I don't get
realize
this
how
one.
huge
I didn't
London
understand
is.
it.
Because you sure have the London Eye and Houses of Parliament. But when you say London has fallen, what? So the Nando's in Catford is in flames. The Tesco in Peckham has descended into chaos. We have states bigger than your entire country. Europe, but without
Wow.
guys, you're literally killing me. Well, thanks whoever made this meme. Japan.
Did it say Europe without the cringe? And it just erased the entirety?
Europe, but without the guys, you're literally killing me. Well, thanks whoever made this.
What language is this? Suecia. Norway. How do you even pronounce this? Finlandia. Dinamarca. I'm going to Dinamarca, bro.
USA, fighting in Europe, fighting in Africa. The State Department nailed my girl's ban. The USA, fighting
in Africa. The USA, fighting in Europe. Confused.
in Europe, fighting in Africa. The State Department nailed my girl's passport. Want to know just how big Texas really is? This is actually mind-blowing. I don't get it. That's Europe inside Texas. Texas.
Isn't this Australia and this is Africa, bro? Come on now. You don't even know how your state looks like? Like sure, if you don't want to learn about the entire world, sure, but you should at least know what your state is shaped like.
This isn't actually that huge, is it? France, United Kingdom relations. England, screw you. France, screw you. History of the Middle East. History of Europe. History of USA. History of USA is like a DLC of Europe history. I divide people by unrational things.
That's
When you
messed
could
up, but
divide
true.
them by whether their word for cotton candy is valid or not. Examples. American English. Cotton candy. Good. British English. No, we don't call it fairy floss. We just call it candy floss. And that is valid. Spanish and German. Sugar cotton. Good. French. Daddy's beard. Not valid.
Huh? French people call it what? Okay. France, we need to have a talk. we need to have a talk. Cause what do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, the French call it what? Americans, explaining why they don't want free healthcare because they get to skip the waiting times. Europeans with identical insurance at a fraction of the cost because it has to compete with the free one. Napoleon wants money for war with England. Thomas Jefferson wants to purchase Louisiana. British bank offers to lend Thomas the money. Thomas Jefferson borrows the money and buys Louisiana. Declares war
No
on Britain
way.
with the Louisiana money. We can do
Oh
both
my
metric
God.
and imperial measurements. It's not difficult at all. Europeans making fun of Americans for using imperial imperial measurement. Americans running the 100-meter dash, buying liters of soda, grams of drugs, and kilos of other drugs. British versus American. Favorite
Confused.
and spelled very incorrectly by the American.
I prefer the American spelling, not gonna lie. I just can't do this OU situation. It messes me up. It really does.
Prince Harry officially renounces British residency. Lists US as his new country on document. A literal British monarch changing his alliance to the United States. We've never been more back. Afternoon. Hey, how are you? Fine, how about you? I'm good. You're from Maine? I'm rotated in Europe right now, so the 1900 miles away threw me off. Where's that? Maine or Europe? Europe.
This is a laugh, no?
What the hell is that? It's across the ocean. The USA shouldn't police the world. Totally agree. That includes removing troops in Europe, letting Europe defend itself. But I won't be able to afford all of my social policies then, because increased military spending. Wait, why are these memes like on America's side? I'm British! No! Forget this meme, it never existed.
Alright, so that was USA versus European memes. It felt like a lot of jabs towards Britain. Some of them I will jab at Britain because, like, what are you guys talking about? It's fries. Come on now. Let's get with the program. But very good memes. A few I didn't understand, so I think I asked about them. So if you do know them and can explain them, please do so in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube. Bye bye.